Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 8 of Direwolf20's Stoneblock3 Let's Play series. Where today I'm trying to relocate my soulfire and my water washing setup. I'd like to consolidate a little bit, right? We've got this big old mess here. I can probably clean up all of this and consolidate it into a much smaller space now because we've got access to higher tech create stuff. So I'd like to get that going real quick before we jump too quickly into power. Because one thing that I tend to do is I kind of just leave my messes around and like never make them better. And I want to try to change that up this series. I want to try and, make stuff better before moving on to the next thing. Which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I mean, granted, you've got to move on to the next thing to get that better resource so that you can make things better. But we'll see what happens. So hey, is that cool? It is. Sweet. And I should be able to do this and then this. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to see. Now I want to do this, and belt you guys. And how's that feel? Is that cool, or does that need to be reversed? I feel like that's pulling in, so I need to reverse that with another vertical gearbox. Perfect. Now what I probably want to do, though, is have that be down one higher, so that I can do this, and then we want you, and that. And that should be cool. So now that should have all the fans blowing, and then I should be able to pour water in there. Boom. And I think that will wash things, right? Am I right about that? I think I'm right about that. Should we test that real quick? Should we see if they get washed? Now, I'm pretty sure with the block there, it's not going to go anywhere, but I think he's being washed, right? Pretty sure that's accurate. The particle effects seem to be implying it. Yeah, no, he totally got washed. We didn't get any resources because RNG, but that's cool. And then I should be able to put... Now, what I wanted to try, though, was a funnel. I want to try a brass funnel. So do I still have brass? If I do, it might be over here. I do. Good. Okay, cool. I want to try making a brass funnel. I might need some of you. And I need probably some of this, because I'm pretty sure I'll need the, let's see, brass funnel. Right? Electron tube, I'm going to need one of these guys. Okay. Perfect. And this will get me 2 of these, and if it works out the way I think it will, it'll make for like a slightly better compact design thingy. We'll see. Actually, I'm going to put you in here, because I'm trying to keep that as my create chest. Okay, so if I want a brass funnel... No, I want a brass tunnel, actually, not a brass funnel. This guy. Yeah, that's what's up. Just need an iron. And where's that hammer of mine? There it is. Okay. You and this. Now, do you block the entire belt position? Hopefully the answer is yes. You seem to, for sure. That could be cool. That could be cool. Because now what I'm going to want is a filter from Create. Right? And that's just nuggets and wool. Do I have any nuggets handy? I don't, but I can make more. Inventory is so full, it's actually a little bit scary how full it is. But we'll manage. Alright, so into here, we want this to be a deny list of sand, soul sand. Can I drag gravel? Yes, good. Gravel, sand, and soul sand, right? And dust. Okay, on a deny list. And what I'd like to see happen is if I put soul sand on here, he'll get stuck, he'll get washed, and then he'll be allowed to proceed once he finishes being washed. Did that kind of work? I think it did, actually. Because that is cool. That is super cool. Okay. Neato burrito. So what I'd like to do next is I'd like to move them here-ish. Now the problem is I really need this thing to be a little bit further. But I should be able to pull that off by doing something like this. If I put the belt like so, would that... Yes, that's what I want. Now that's the opposite of what I want, which is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, you two are the opposite of what I want, but that's roughly what I want, right? I want them to allow the item out through here. I just need to reverse this somehow, which is probably easier said than done. Because this is right here being my guy, right? So what I could do is move him. We could put these guys in here. We could have our gearbox here. And here. That'll keep that stuff going, right? If I throw a gearbox here, would that be a problem? Probably. But I should be able to do this. Nope. Yeah, because that's still reversed. That is still reversed. Could do something like this. Yeah, realistically, I just want to not reverse you. Diabatic rate sometimes. Them's just the facts of life. Let me think about this one for a second. Oh, Loopy giving me some fancy loots. Alright, what about this crazy idea? If I did something like this. Because I need to do this anyway, for a slightly different reason that I'll explain in a moment. But I need to run a belt all the way over here anyway. Technically, I need to run that belt. Let's see. I'm probably going to want... If I try to make this as compact as possible, this might work. Well, no, it probably won't actually make a difference, will it? Well, maybe. Yeah, no, it should. So what I want to do is put... But not you, actually. My funnel's going to go there. And then I'm going to put this here. And you're going to get a filter of just not sand. So I want another filter. That's going to be my soul sand / anything else that needs that setup going. So let's get cyan wool, sounds good. So I could probably just allow list soul sand, and that should be good. Okay, perfect. Now you're going to get the 2 soul sands will go here. And then you're going to get my fans here and here. These guys will be together like so. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then you needed to come all the way. If I put you, let's say, here, what are the chances that that's the angle that I need? Pretty unlikely, right? Unless I'm being very lucky. I am not being very lucky, but you know what? This is the angle I need. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness, that is just luck. That is luck and a half, right? Alright. I like this so far. So what if we... Actually, about here is where I want to be, right? I'm going to need a, whatchamacallit here. So if we put this like so, and then we did this. Come on, don't do this. I don't even know where that went. Here and here. Okay? Thank you. We would want you. Is that the right direction for that? We'll find out, right? Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Then I want you and you. But that I want to be reversed, right? So what we could put in here, something like this. And then we could have a gearbox here. It's a good way to reverse it. See? So the effect is that I want... You know, I could move this in, and that would make it a little bit cleaner. Without much of a difference. Yeah, I like this. That way it's just a little bit cleaner looking. Cool? Yeah, that's better. That looks pretty neat, I think. I like that a lot, actually. That looks really good. You know? I think it looks cool. Technically, this doesn't have to jut out this far. Now, do you need to exist? I don't think you need to exist. Is that right? Yeah, that looks good. I really like that belt setup. Okay. Then you just need some fire. And then I need to figure out how to get you rotating. Yeah, let me get that set up. Alright, gearboxes seem like a good solution here, but I just need an extra one because it's rotating the wrong way. And that should be cool. I like that. Alright, so check this out, right? In theory, I should be able to drop a piece of sand on here. And then it's going to get stuck there until it turns into soul sand. And then once it turns into soul sand, it's going to be allowed through the thing and make its way into this chest. So the goal that I'm working towards because I haven't really articulated this well yet, is that I would like 2 input chests. One for washing, and one for soul sanding, and both will feed into the same output chest. Does that sound cool? I personally think it sounds very cool. Right? And then the same deal over here with the other doohickeys, right? With the brass funnel. So now I just need some more brass tunnels, which I can steal from over here. Right? And you're going to go in there because I don't technically need you no more. And then this whole setup is pretty much replaced. Okay, so you're going to let 16 out at a time. You're going to let 16 out at a time. And then you're going to let in as many as you can. Okay? So watch this. I want to wash soul sand. Boom. They're going to get washed. As soon as they're not soul sand, they're going to be allowed through the thing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And that's cool. And then as for you, my friend, I would like... I should probably make you not sand, so that if anything does make its way in there that shouldn't... So let's do that. Deny list sand. There you go. That's interesting. That did something. That's interesting. For sure. Yeah, and then you can do that. And then what'll happen is, again, sand gets stuck. The filter on the tunnel, or funnel, I forget which one this is, tunnel. Boom. Allows that through. Cool? How great is that? I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a nice little setup right there. And it's way more compact, and we have 2 separate input chests, right? I mean, cool? I personally like it. I hope you do too. Cool, cool, cool. I love it, actually. And what I might want to do is put something like this up there. How about... Well, I don't think I have any item frames yet, do I? No, not really. Okay, well, I'll just have to remember. This is for washing. I could probably seal up most of this wall, to be honest with you. No reason I can't. Right? Yeah, that's good. Nice, right? So, again, right, I get some gravel, for example. And maybe a little dust. And we drop it in here. And you do some soul sandy stuff. Remember, 16 at a time. And then it should just get washed. That's cool. I like it. I like it. That is super cool. And then you and the input should be getting the soul sand. We got blackstone because that's what cobble turns into. And we're getting whatever other resources we need. That's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. Right? Okay. I might wind up moving this fan to be 1 more deep so that this thing can be washed while it's waiting. It'll just make it a little bit more efficient. Obviously, the more belts that are getting hit with water at a time, the better. But as you can see, it's really only these 2 being washed. If this one was being washed, it would just make it a little bit better. So I think I might do that real quick. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Because this fan, the fan underneath the funnel isn't doing anything. right? This could be a fan, right? That's cool to me. So I'm trying to keep things a little bit nice looking. Not doing a great job as usual, but trying. Right? Now all 3 spots are being washed. And that should be slick. That should be really slick. Negative 11.5. That would be in this general direction. Negative 16. I'm not going all the way down there. That's a lot of blocks. Cool. So now this guy should be getting washed if I remove this block. Yep. So he's being washed right there now. How cool is that? Yeah, that will make a difference, trust me. Definitely makes a difference. Super cool. All right. So hey, that's a much more compact version of this. So I'm going to tidy this area up now, and I'll be back in a minute. Cool. All right. I would like to go one step further here. I'm going to snag all my stuff again because I need more stuff. Yeah, you. If I want a smart chute, do I need an existing chute? I do. I might need a little bit more brass, but I can handle that. I have a plan for something that might be really cool. You guys down? Let's do it. Alright, so what if I put a belt system down here? And this could be cool, because what I'm thinking is I would have like a glass floor that you could look down and see what's happening. Would that be neat? I think that would be neat, right? I think that could be cool. We'll see how right I am about this. So, effectively what I would want is something like this. Okay, if I had a belt system here to here, and then maybe like this. And I'm telling you why I'm doing this. You ready? So check this out. Tell me if I'm wrong about this theory. If you look at the items in this chest, we can break them down into 3 categories. Item type 1 is like coal and nuggets of experience, which don't need to be processed at all. They can go directly into a drawer system. Item number 2 is like bauxite, in which washing it really doesn't do anything. So we can't even wash it. It just needs to get blasted with fire into aluminum. That's it. So we can smelt it directly by setting up fans underneath with fire. Cool. And then option number 3 are items like raw iron, where, yes, you could blast it with fire, but it would be better to wash it, right? Unless that changed. I did update to a newer version of the pack. Where is the redstone? Crushed iron? Oh, you need to be washed after you're crushed again. Oh, you have to be crushed again, do you? Oh. Well, that's not super fun. Though I could route it up. Yeah, so what we could do is we could route the iron from here up to there and re-crush it, right? And that could be cool. That could be cool, right? So we can group those into 3 categories, right? So, like, we could do crushed aluminum, but washing that just gets nuggets, so why waste our time, right? Now, to get up there, I'm probably going to use laser IO. And we're just going to say raw iron goes up, and what was the other one that was worth doing that to? There was another one that was worth doing that too, besides iron. I forget. You know, zinc might be worth doing. Raw iron will definitely be worth doing, right? Because we know that gets us redstone in large quantities. Tin we said no to. Bauxite we said no to, right? Let's do crushed. If we look up crushed, right? Is copper worth doing? That's zinc. Zinc is probably worth doing. Yeah, right. But copper gets us clay. Meh, I don't know if I need to do that. Osmium, no. Silver, no. Tin, no. Lead, no. Aluminum, no. Uranium, no. No. So really it's just... Oh, gold is worth doing. Gold is worth doing because you get quartz out of it, right? And redstone would be worth doing. Yeah, I'm down with that. I think that's cool, right? Yeah, we should do that. Those are the three we'll do for now, right? So those three will not be pulled out by the chute, right? So I'm going to have a smart chute here that's filtered but set to 16. Right? And if you look, it already put a stack of coal in there, right? So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to filter it out like that, and we're going to say 16 at a time, and that should be cool. And then it'll put the items on, and we'll just filter it so that it's not allowed to extract you, and you, right? Now, from there, we're going to have to designate with tunnels what's allowed to go where. And we can do that like so with filters on the output side. And this will split them, right? Now, I want you guys to imagine that I then place glass here and we can look at it from above. Wouldn't that be cool? I feel like that would be cool, right? Then we will have, like, you know, 3, let's say, waters, 3 lavas for smelting. Okay. And then they'll eventually route into some kind of thing, whether it's a belt system or something, that will insert it into a drawer controller. And then we'll have drawers up here for storing all the items. Does that sound neat? I think so. I think that could be cool. I think it could be cool. Right? Okay. I like that idea. Right? Now, I'll probably want... Do I have my small hammer here? I don't. I'll probably want a little bit more space, you know, for my drawers and all that. But if we do this right, which I think we will, the theory is... Where is my little hammer? One that does the 3x3. Oh, I did have it on me. The theory is that in the end, we could have a very nice little drawer system automatically getting filled with all the resources and auto-processing, right? That could be cool. All right, so let's start off with, mostly because I don't have a lot of time for today's episode, and the rest of this build will be a lot more complex, but let's put a node here, and then a node... Is that right? Yeah, looks right. Yes, here. And on the north side, you're going to have an insert. And I'm probably going to want to filter what you're allowed to insert. I can either filter on the insert or the extract side. Doesn't super matter, right? Yeah, it really doesn't matter how I filter that. Do I have any more laser IO filters? Probably not, but I should have. I know they're bars is what I use. Where'd that laser IO dude go? There he is. Actually, keep laser up there. Basic filter? Yeah, I don't need to count it, right? Did I have more glass in here? Panes? Nope. I'll just make some. Okay. So basic filter will do. Yeah, it really doesn't matter if I insert or extract filter it. So on the opposite side of you, which is the north side, we're going to have an extract, 8 items at a time, filtering. Can I drag from here? Ooh, I can. That's cool. Gold and zinc, right? So these are the items that we want to grind up in our crushing wheel. And then if I just link you to you, he should now be running and processing that stuff. And he'll be turning that into crushed versions of the zinc, iron, and whatever else I designate, right? And gold, once we have gold in there. Do we have any gold laying around? Not really. Gold is what? Sand? I think it's sand. Let's get a few gold. Well, I'm going to put you guys back because I want to clean this up properly at some point. Okay. So you're for washing. And you guys can go away because I'm done with you for now. Cool. Perfect. Okay, so let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next episode. I will probably wind up... Yeah, if I put you in there, that's cool. Now you should turn your gold into that stuff, right? So basically everything's going in here to be processed by the crushing wheel and turned into the version that can be washed of just what I want. Next episode we'll come back, we'll set this system up so that we can wash or smelt as needed and then feed it into a drawer system. And then we'll have a really nice bit of resource production, right? I think that'll be cool. All right, for now, Double20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time to set that all up. For now, take it easy.